stretch. Now the heat makes it a little difficult for this, but you run it, you bike it, or if you're like me these days, we push the little ones and the joggers over it. For the past 20 years, the Trail Foundation has been committed to making the Ann and Roy Butler hike and bike trail the place for Austinites to enjoy the outdoors. But that has changed. Not the commitment, but the name. So joining us now today is CEO of the Trail Conservancy, Heidi Anderson. Heidi, thank you so much for being here with us today.
Thanks for having me.
We're so excited to talk about this. Now we know the city largely pays for the majority of the upkeep on the trails, and you all have a few new liberties. So tell us about the new name and what you all will be doing.
Well, it's an exciting step for us. As you said, we're 20 years old, but over the past 4 years, we've been negotiating an expanded partnership with the Parks Department. Our Parks Department is just kind of strapped for resources, right? And we have a lot of wonderful parks out there. Right. And so if we can step in and do more here at Town Lake Metropolitan Park and at the Hike and Bike Trail, they can reallocate their resources into other areas of our city. And so that's exactly what's happening. We're stepping in, and over the next few years, we're going to start transferring over to us the day-to-day operations and maintenance of all of this, about 250 acres of parkland. And the Parks Department will take those resources and go help other smaller parks in other areas.
And what that means is you take care of the trails.
It does.
Ecological projects and things like that, right?
I like to say our work falls in 2 buckets. We have our placemaking projects, our capital improvements, like the boardwalk is one of the biggest ones we partnered with the city on. But then we also do day-to-day, like you say, operations, and that does include ecology and conservation. So we will ultimately, you will see our crews out there doing more landscape maintenance, shoreline stewardship, getting rid of that poison ivy. Hopefully more and more. It's hard to beat the poison ivy. But you know, just those day-to-day operations, and we'll be helping more with trash cleanup. You'll just start to see the Trail Conservancy teams out there on a regular basis.
There's a lot of new exciting things that are happening. Just last week, you all opened up a section of the trail that's now in the Holly neighborhood, and this is really exciting. Tell us about that.
It's a thrilling part of the trail, honestly. And so the trail is a 10-mile loop, and that portion of the trail was maybe one of the trickiest pieces. You had to sneak behind the Holly power plant into the neighborhood. That power plant was created in the 50s. So this new space, this new parkland, about 9 acres, opened to the public formally just last week. So it's like first time access really to this waterfront space with this wonderful new trail alignment that gives you that amazing view over the water.
Oh my goodness, we're so fortunate to have that. And a couple of new endeavors, including one thing happening, an outdoor workout facility I'm hearing.
Yes.
Near South Lamar, and then perhaps a trailhead off Rainy Street?
We have a couple things coming up in the queue. I know, well, we have about 15 projects in the queue, but right now we're focusing on this exercise equipment right across from Zach Theater, if you can picture that area. Rainy Street is such a highly trafficked part of the trail and our city as a whole. And it's this beautiful multi-acre space right there that's just underutilized and needed a lot of refurbishment. So there's going to be a new lawn there, new water access, everybody wants that, a seating area, a nature play. There's more kids down there than you think. And so that's going to be a big piece that we break ground on hopefully later this year as well. And then the Sea Home intake will be a big project for us moving forward too, so keep an eye out for that.
We will. Thank you so much. We love our trails here in Austin. You know, we've been using them for decades, and we're just so fortunate you came in and told us all about the new stuff happening.
We're excited to step up.
Heidi, thank you so much.